Jurassic World Rebirth is getting closer day by day, and as the days roll on, more and more information drops online. Today we've got a fair few amount of new images to discuss, as it seems as though others are assuming that a brand new aquatic super predator is coming to the franchise. So today we're reviewing the images and coming to a conclusion as to whether or not this prehistoric beast is actually appearing in the franchise. For some time now, we've known that the main characters of Jurassic World Rebirth will be seeking for the 3 most colossal creatures to acquire their DNA for life-saving benefits to protect humanity. The plot has rustled some feathers, but it has also left us wondering what the 3 most colossal creatures are. It was confirmed that they're from the land, sea and air. So obviously, for the land, we have all agreed that it's something of a sauropod. Titanosaurus comes to mind. For the air, we have Quetzalcoatlus, which would be the obvious one, and then we have the Mosasaurus from the seas. But what if there was something else being tracked in the sea instead? Well, some latest images show off the Megalodon behind the scenes of the movie. This has led to some other creators and fans suspecting that the Megalodon will finally be appearing in the franchise on the big screen. However, Jurassic's Mosasaurus is still much larger than the Megalodon, and therefore it won't be the colossal creature from the sea. But that won't stop us talking about what we got to see recently alongside some new images. We're still aiming for 250,000 subscribers, so if you're excited for more Jurassic World news from the shows, movies and video games, then make sure you're subscribed to the channel, as there's a lot coming in 2025. But for now, let's get into those images. So, some brand new set photos from behind the scenes of Jurassic World Rebirth have recently released online via Facebook, and alongside this comes a few more questions about the movie. As we have known from more behind the scenes videos, there will be a really cool and intense action sequence that takes place on the water. Now, we don't know if this takes place under the water as well. All we know is that there is a water sequence happening in this movie, and we do have a few videos suggesting what it might be. Some want it to be the Spinosaurus, some people just think it's the Mosasaurus, but now some creators out there are claiming that it is the Megalodon. But why are they assuming that it is the Megalodon? Well, just a few months ago, we got our very first behind the scenes photos of what seems to be some really cool looking restaurant, or maybe a shack that's just above the water. And we can tell that this place does take place in Suriname because the flag of Suriname is right there. So we know that we are in South America. And with that being said, this was practically the only image we got of this location. However, in more recent times, in the last 48 hours or so, some more images have dropped within this location, and we actually get to see the interior of it. And the interior features a Megalodon's mouth. Yes, that's right. This right here clearly showcases the Megalodon, the largest shark to have ever existed and largest by quite a considerable amount. Everyone and their nan's dog are aware of what the Megalodon is. Whether you're into prehistoric beasts or you're not into prehistoric beasts, everyone has heard of the Megalodon and is pretty much aware of what this creature is. So taking a look, this is practically one of our first ever times of featuring the Megalodon in cinematic canon. So this image led to many creators and fans wondering, oh, this must confirm the Megalodon, it's going to be in the movie, yada yada yada, all of that jazz. However, let's hold our horses here because it's not all what it seems. There's another behind the scenes photo that shows another angle of this same skeleton, and as you can see, it is not the entire jaw. I mean, sure, it does look kind of worn and torn, so you could say that maybe they found this jaw somewhere beneath the depths of Suriname and they decided to bring it up to the surface to feature in their little restaurant or bar. However, I believe that this is merely just decoration because the Megalodon is not a creature that fits within the Jurassic franchise. Now, I know some of you are going to come out my throat here and say, but the Megalodon appeared in Jurassic World Evolution 2. I'm aware, I know that it did appear in Evolution 2, however, it was not easy to bring that Megalodon into the video game. Now obviously I'm not going to go too in detail about that information, but to be blunt and straight to the point, Universal do not agree that the Megalodon is something that fits the aesthetics of the Jurassic franchise, and that's why, despite us asking for the Megalodon in any form of Jurassic media for so long, it only came right at the very end of Jurassic World Evolution 2's life cycle. Therefore, it's safe to say that the Megalodon isn't something they want to see. In fact, they are fully aware of the Meg franchise as well, and considering that some species of aquatic reptiles were removed from Jurassic World Dominion because they feared that it looks too similar to what will be appearing in the Meg and also in Avatar at the time, it's clear that they don't want to do creatures that are from other franchises. So therefore, no, I don't think the Megalodon is going to be in this movie. This statue right here is merely just decorational display. I don't think it's a fossil of the Megalodon in this franchise, it's just mere decoration. Besides, look at the bottom of it. It does not look natural whatsoever, and I'm pretty sure this is just to be decoration for this Suriname bar. So to put rumours to rest, I don't think that the Megalodon is appearing in Jurassic World Rebirth, so hold your horses just a little bit on that. But never say never, as many people say, including Justin Bieber. After all, the Megalodon seemed like it was never happening in this franchise whatsoever. However, now in the space of a year, we have a DLC for Jurassic World Evolution 2 that features the Megalodon, and now we also have the mouthpiece of a Megalodon featuring in a major movie for the Jurassic franchise. So, whilst it may not confirm its first on-screen appearance in the cinematic timeline, it is a very good start for this creature to eventually appear in Jurassic, maybe later down the line. After all, we do know that there is a new movie happening after Jurassic World Rebirth. For me personally, I don't really want the Megalodon in franchise canon. It would be really nice to see it in games like Jurassic World Evolution 2, but on the big screen, it's just not really my cup of tea. I feel like the Meg is already doing that, and Universal have every right to say, yeah, fair enough, the Meg has done that, we shouldn't bring that in. Otherwise, I feel like you're just copying the movies at that point. Either way, I am aware of the fans' hype and excitement for the Megalodon to appear in this franchise sometime soon, so I don't blame you guys, I completely understand on the other foot. But besides that, what other images released from behind the scenes? Well, this one right here is the poster that was taken from the Mahershala Ali photo where we get to see him standing with the red flare. In the background, we got to see a poster, we couldn't quite make out what exactly it said, but we could see the InGen logo. Well, now we have a better look at it here, where it says, await rescue craft here. Caution, put on personal flotation equipment before boarding. Do not wait on pontoon. Use emergency radio to contact rescue operations. Emergency equipment should be stored in pier lockers. So judging by what is said in this poster, it does confirm pretty much what we were suspecting from this image, is the fact that he is standing on some kind of pier, something near the water. And of course he would be scared of something really large, looking upwards. I can only assume it to be the Spinosaurus. He's scared, he looks up, and he's near water. It makes sense to me. Either way, it's nice to finally know exactly what is said on this poster. The next one does hold quite a bit of gore by the looks of it, so I'm not even too sure if this can be used on YouTube or not, so if it is blurred, do forgive me. But a lot of this quote-unquote gore props do contain stuff like the Megalodon's tooth, some guts and gore there in the middle, and also the face of a Parasaurolophus. Not just the actual face, but the skin of the face of this dinosaur. After all, we do know that there is a Parasaurolophus appearing in the movie, and it's pretty much the only confirmed dinosaur so far. However, once again, we get to see the InGen logo in the background as well, confirming InGen's presence even more in the movie. The next set of photos seems to showcase somebody's toes, which I am blurring because, no offense, they aren't exactly pretty to look at. But here we have a worn down sign that says Service Road K2 upwards, with again, the InGen logo in the top right. Emergency dock around 2 kilometers away, and the fuel depot 3 kilometers away. I don't know about you guys, but this seems like something that you would see on Isla Nublar, with a mix of Jurassic Park era and also Jurassic World era, the colour scheme being Jurassic World era. To me, it seems like InGen is going to be featured very heavily in Jurassic World Rebirth, but also not at the same time. It seems like it's going to be something mashed in the middle. A secret from the past regarding InGen is now brought into the present. I mean, that's the only way that we can explain InGen appearing in practically all of these photos. And another photo showcases the clipboard that we get to see that they used before filming scenes for Saga Productions, which again is something we reported on, which was the codename or one of the codenames for Jurassic World Rebirth. However, now we come to the fresh looking image here that is probably one of my favorites. Right here we have an ATV of some kind. Now we don't get to see it fully, but judging by the image on the left, we can zoom in and see the image on the right, which kind of gives us a diagram of what this vehicle is supposed to look like. But this looks rather touchscreeny, if that makes sense. Like you can touch it, you can read about it, so this seems more in the present of 2027, 2028, and not really InGen from the late 1990s. The touchpad also seems to feature the InGen logo in the top right again, But overall, this vehicle looks in very good condition, and that InGen logo, correct me if I'm wrong, is a relatively new one. We have never seen InGen with the colour scheme of red in the letter I. It's always been silver or blue, it's never been red. And with this vehicle looking all fresh and brand new, in the top, we get to see this logo. Now this logo, I believe, wasn't used to market the Jurassic Park trilogy, but instead was used to market the Jurassic World trilogy, and more specifically after Jurassic World. Therefore, it just makes me think, what is going on here? As we know, after Jurassic World, InGen fell off, Masrani went under, and everything kind of just went to shit for these companies. So InGen no longer stood a ground in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom or Jurassic World Dominion and Jurassic World Chaos Theory. So it was kind of just left to rot. So why InGen now have some brand spanking new vehicles seem to set in the mid 2020s, and also the post Jurassic World logo on their vehicle once again, makes little sense to me actually. And now that I'm just thinking about it, why do they have the Jurassic logo on their vehicle to begin with? For me, this seems like it could be something used of a flashback, but then again, what are they flashbacking to? If it has the Jurassic logo on it, it must be a vehicle from Isla Nublar. But again, to see a vehicle like this in 2028, but also from the Jurassic World era between 2002 and 2015, I'm really struggling to piece the timeline together here. So for me personally, whilst the Megalodon images are pretty cool, this image right here captures my imagination much more and makes me think a lot more about what's actually going down in this movie. Clearly something is happening to InGen, maybe they're on the comeback, who knows. So while the Megalodon may be taking a shining light in these new images, I don't think it's anything to go off. It's merely just decoration to stay on the theme of the dinosaurs in the world in 2028. For me, the main takeaway from these images would be the InGen vehicle and the fresh new Jurassic World logo on the side. What does this mean? Are InGen coming back after their fall from Jurassic World? Are they the new sinister mystery hidden from the world for decades? We're just gonna have to wait and see. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like and make sure you're subscribed for more content coming soon from Jurassic World Rebirth and other titles from this franchise. But most importantly, make sure you're all staying safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, hi, you. Did you enjoy the video? Just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.